It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Two men remain on the run after a violent home invasion at Mayfield West, which left two other men in hospital. Senior Constable Vanessa Bollas says detectives are treating the incident as a targeted attack.
About 6:30am yesterday, two men were in a unit on Maitland Road when two heavily disguised men entered through an unlocked front door. The men, armed with an iron bar and a meat cleaver, became involved in a physical altercation with the two male residents. The two injured men, aged 19 and 22, were taken to John Hunter Hospital and treated for cuts and abrasions to their heads and faces.
Rugby league officials are investigating an ugly brawl between a player and a spectator at a local game at Talara. Punches were thrown at the match between Woodbury and Maitland on Saturday after the pair had exchanged words. The CRL says violence on and off the field won't be tolerated by players or fans. As the erosion problem at Stockton looks to only get worse, a childcare centre impacted by the crisis is calling on the community for support. In January, rough swells and bad weather battered the coastline at the Barry Crescent Mission Australia facility, with fears its playground could crumble into the sea. General Manager Ben Williams says they need $40,000 to relocate equipment from the storm-damaged coast side to the northern side of the facility.
It's loved, it's valued by the families. We've got such wonderful staff there and really engaged children that without it, families in that community would otherwise need to travel significant distances to be able to access care. And so we're an integral part of the fabric of Stockton. We've got a great quality service, and so we really want to be able to continue delivering that to that wonderful community.
You can donate on the Mission Australia website until the end of June. The ongoing construction of Newcastle's light rail project will see traffic diversions in place in the city's East End. From today, the intersection of Watt and Scott Streets will be closed for 3 weeks. Traffic is being diverted via King Street and Shortland Esplanade. The diversions will also affect Newcastle bus routes. $1 million is set to be injected into community-minded projects around the Newcastle port area, with a treasure trove of funds available from the state government. The renovation of Nobby's Pavilion and Carrington cricket nets are examples of the projects the money has been spent on previously, with the 4th annual port contribution now open for applications. Parliamentary Secretary for the Hunter, Scott McDonald, says the fund is open to organisations which occupy a lease or licence within the intended area.
You've got to the 13th of July, but we're really looking for good ideas coming out of that port precinct area. Go onto the website, the Hunter Development Corporation website, and see if you're in that geographic area. Really looking for good community-minded ideas.
At least 100 e-bikes will be available to hire from today in Newcastle. There'll be 19 docking stations at various locations, including the Newcastle Interchange, Nobby's, Derby Street, Bar Beach and the Junction. People wanting to use the electric bicycles need to register online with Biko.
Sport for our sponsor, PRD Nationwide East Maitland.
The Newcastle Jets have added some silverware to the trophy cabinet after the youth side won the plate final at the Hong Kong Sevens yesterday. The side went down in their group stage matches to heavyweights Newcastle United and Glasgow Rangers before qualifying for the third-tier knockout stage. The youngsters then went on to claim the silverware, downing Hong Kong side Red Dragons and Wellington on the way to the final. The Newcastle Knights are coming to terms with 3 straight losses after going down by 7 points to the Gold Coast on Saturday. A solo try from Kalen Ponga put the Knights ahead by 8 with 20 minutes to go, but a number of errors put the Titans back in the game. Coach Nathan Brown says the lack of experience is showing.
The experience is obviously plays a fair part. I mean, Connor's a young guy and Daniel's a young guy, but we need them to play like 80 gamers, and they need to understand everyone makes mistakes, but some of the things we've had in the past 3 weeks at key times, we don't hold out well enough, we don't rally together well enough to then sort of repel the other side away.
And the Newcastle North Stars have climbed up to second spot on the National Ice Hockey ladder with a 4-2 win over Adelaide yesterday. The Windcaps a stunning turn in form after the side lost 3 of their opening 4 games. They're now within reach of first spot and will host the Melbourne Mustangs this Saturday. And the winning numbers in Weekend Lotto are 42, 33, 39, 6, 21 and 9, and the supplementaries are 19 and 40. 2NURFM News Time, 26 to 9.